Yo, this is it. I'm Mr. Fade, and you're listening to Attack of the Beats on IllMuzik.com. 5 beats, 5 reviews, that's what I do. And just don't forget, coming up this weekend, October 16th, 17th, we got the Warzone beat battle, so make sure you check that out. Only 16 spots, so make sure you get in there. All right, so let's kick this off. First up, we got Beatmaker 88 with Fruition. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Beatmaker 88 with Fruition. All right, so for this one, I really like the structure of this beat, the way it's built up with that with the strings at the beginning. And at first, I wasn't sure where you're going with it, but as it kept going, it was just building up, and it just had like a nice little tune to it, you know. And it stands on its own, you know, as an instrumental, but also I could definitely hear some lyrics on top of this. I think the only issue was, well, a few issues was the it sounded like maybe some organ that you had or something, and wasn't crazy about that pattern that you had. It's a little choppy, you know, a little short the sounds, but maybe just kind of rework that a bit for the organ. And for the drums, it sounded good at first, but I realized, okay, the kick's a little heavy, and the snare, I would have liked to have heard that a little louder, okay, in the mix. But other than that, though, the structure is very good. I think it just needs a few tweaks here and there. But overall, I like where you're going with it. I just think it just needs a few alterations. But yeah, I think like for sure the drums need a bit more life to them, because the way you have it, it's like you got this thick, you know, like kind of like a basic kick, and then this like very faint snare, you know, type of thing. Like it's not really, to me, it doesn't really go like hand in hand. You know what I mean? So maybe just, you know, play with that a bit and stuff. But definitely the organ though, check that out, because I wasn't crazy about that pattern, but still, it does sound good. It just the pattern really. So, all right. So next up, we got Krostevsky with Sad Days. Let's check it out. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so that was Krostevsky with "Sad Days," and it's definitely a sad beat. I like the vibe of it. I just think it needs some tweaks to it. Okay, so for example, the drums are really nice. I like them, but then the keys that you have there, it's kind of odd how you have it mixed because it's like, I can hear the drums and the keys down center, which is okay. It's just that the keys, they sound kind of like not in the background, but just kind of muffled, I guess, like something behind a door in a sense, I guess. So it's okay. It's just that it doesn't go well with the way you have the stuff you have on the left and right. So on the left, it sounds more like I guess a horn or something. So I like what you're doing with that, and the other sound to the right as well. I just think they just need to sound different, not so much the one on the right, but definitely the horn one. Like it just needs like a better tune or something, like a better pitch. But it's just the way you have it, it's in the mix with the drums and the keys dead center, is it's like it's too loud, first of all, in the mix. I find that left and right a little too loud, especially the fact that they repeat throughout the beat, so I would just, I think it's just the levels, really. Just play with the levels of everything, and that horn on the left there, like just play with that. Maybe replace it with something different, maybe not even a horn, maybe just something, another instrument. But then the keys, like I said, those keys in the center, I don't know if it's a sample or not, but it's just kind of odd, the sound of it, and then the bass is nice and subtle, so that's cool. It's just sitting in the mix there. But just the way you have everything set up for the mix, I just think it just needs to be moved around a bit, and maybe the levels and stuff, and it's good though, because it's good that you're making use of the pan, right? I mean, panning and stuff, because a lot of people don't, right? So but that's good, but just make those changes, and you should be good to go. All right, so next up we got a tenor key. Is that how you pronounce it? All right, with Crystal Lake'em. All right, let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was got a tenor key with Crystal Lake'em. So props on doing something for Crystal Lake. Friday 13th, Jason, of course. I like how you flip the keys, the Friday 13 keys there, the piano, and that was a good flip on that. And I like how you used different part, like with the mother, that kill. That was cool too, and everything. And I like the whole vibe of the beat though. I think really the main thing would be the kick. I don't know if it was just like something on the kick, or just that the kick is actually distorted. Like I can just kind of hear it a bit at the top of it, like every kick I can hear like this little bit of a buzz, you know what I mean? So So I don't know if you put that on there or if it's actually like just too hot or something. But I think that's the only complaint, really. I mean, the rest of the beat is really good. I like it. It's just that it was the kick that was like, okay, right off the bat, I could tell it was like it sounded distorted, but but the rest was really good. I mean, you could have had more of a variation, I think, even though you did throw some different things in there and stuff. Like for me, if I'm gonna sample or like do a beat, honoring Friday the 13th, right? I'd rather do something where, like this, but like where I throw in some like an actual scene from the movie, like some talking or just like a part where someone's screaming as they're being chopped up or something like that. I don't know. No, so maybe just something where you just someone's getting chopped up and then you hear some screaming and stuff, and you throw that in there. That would have been good, just to kind of break it down a bit and stuff. But before you did, I like it. It does sound solid. Like I said, just a kick that kind of threw me off a bit. But other than that, though, it's pretty good. I like it. All right, so next up we got Primes with Talking Voice. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Primes with Talking Voice. All right, so this one, it's really interesting with this one because it's definitely like this West Coast vibe beat. But the thing I find really weird is that it's just that it's like you threw everything in there. Like everything in a West Coast song is in this beat, and it's only a minute. It's not even 2 minutes that you sent in. It's a minute, so. It sounds really good. It's just there's a bit of distortion and stuff like that, but I mean the drums are good, the piano, the synth, and all that stuff. You got the voices, talk box, and everything. So it's like you checked off all the boxes. You know what I mean? That's what it kind of sounds like. Maybe it's because it's like a faster tempo. Maybe that's why it just sounds like everything's just rushed and thrown in all at once. You know what I mean? Rather than have like more of a chill back West Coast, vibe or something. Maybe it's just that because it just sounds good. Everything just sounds really good. No complaints on that. It's just that, like I said, maybe a bit of distortion, but other than that, though, everything like I said, just checks the boxes. You know what I mean? It's like you just kind of threw everything together to make it fit in 1 minute. That's just how it feels. You know what I mean? So, not that it's a bad thing necessarily. It's just that it just kind of feels rushed in a way, I guess, and it shouldn't, because if it's a West Coast beat, to me, it should be more chill, Just think back to GTA San Andreas, man, or even GTA 5, man. You gotta be chill, Gotta be chill and do the West Coast stuff. But but it's a dope beat, just a little rushed, I find. That's really weird. I don't know if I ever had that on Attack of the Beats or whatever, but anyway. All right, so next up we've got the Cyber Beats with Drop It. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was the Sire Beats with Drop It. This one, the thing with this is that it sounds really good. It's dope. I like it. The drums are on point, keys are on point and everything. But it's just that I think that the only drawback was the fact that, it was just over a minute, so there was not much of a variation on it. You know what I mean? Like it was just the same thing over and over and stuff, So usually for something like this, obviously I'll hear, a breakdown around let's say the halfway point, let's say like about a minute in, I hear like a bit of a breakdown, and then you can introduce, another instrument or something, or like just like have a total change up, like a hook or something. So I think that's the thing. Like if you had have submitted something that was 2 minutes, then you would have had, of course, more room to have some sort of change up. But I think that was the only downside to this, but because what you have is dope, I just think it needs variation to it, some sort of change up to it. And, but definitely if you had it in 2 minutes, you could have done that. But it does sound good, I mean, mix wise, I was thinking maybe those keys shouldn't be, maybe the synth shouldn't be like dead center like that. Maybe it should be in stereo. I don't know. Like maybe in stereo and then brought down the volume a bit. I don't know. You could try that, but for what you have, I like it. Like I said, I just think it just needs some variation about halfway through. So, but it was too short, So, but it's dope. I like it. All right, that's it for me. I'm Mr. Fade. This is Attack of the Beats. So keep sending your beats in. I'll keep reviewing them. And my favorite beat is, the winner is, drum roll please, Gutter Teneke with Crystal Lakem. Let's check it out.